Hello and welcome to continuing on to Doki Doki Literature Club. Um, so my brother is currently out doing something right now, and he kind of didn't want to be here for what's about to come up. So it's just me and my lonesome, but we will continue. Go straight into the base game. I should probably turn the TV down. Ah. Alright. Let's load. Okay, that's the auto save. This is where we are. Okay. Oh, it gets bad here, so just bear with me. I'm trying to get emotionally ready. Alright. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should have been nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki's about this event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. Oh, he added them both. Sorry about that, I've got a friend messaging me. He's having some console issues. But knowing Monika, I'm sure the event will be great too. Just real quick, I want to test, just in case the video is going well. I don't want to make a mistake, so bear with me. Just in case the video is going. Okay, it is. It's going good, good, good. That's good. That's what I wanted. Alright, Angel-kun, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monika is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared to have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monika would like. It's a bit of the, oh. So that's how he did it. Hey Callum, how you doing? That's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayuri with you. Yeah, she overslept again, that dummy. You think that on days this important she'd try a little harder? I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayuri told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. Ahaha. You should take a little responsibility for her, Angel-kun. Oh, 1 second. Oh god. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday, you kind of left her hanging this morning, you know. The mascot's here. Hey, boy. Yo. She doesn't know what's up, but we do. Exchange? Monika, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? And that we're a couple now? I really didn't plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Geez, you don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Oh, it's getting there. continue. Monika's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. That was my dog. Alright, I'm gonna do something real quick. I feel like I'm a bit too loud, so I'm gonna put my voice down. Maybe see how that does, because I kinda don't want it to be too loud. It's just fun now. To me, it just feels like if it's too loud and you can hear my voice too much, it might not be such a good thing. It's just fun now. To me, it just feels like if it's too loud. Alright. You know, this room kind of, I have the fan on because it's a bit cold, so I'm warming the room up, and I've got Family Guy, but I paused it because I thought you'd probably be able to hear it in the background. I really don't want that, so yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poems is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's pose from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Oh, get out of my head, get out of my head. Get out of... Wait, what? Get out of my head, before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished, it just stops mooring. Moving. Oh, no. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Angel-kun, what's wrong? Nothing. The poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? It's coming. I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Fuck. Monika calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simplest gesture of walking her to school before makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs is what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallowed. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori, wake up, dummy. There's no response. Ugh. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Sayori. Ugh. Oh no! Oh, I was not mentally prepared for this, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, this theme too just makes it worse. Porter, look what's going on. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed my urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Jess! She's gone! She just wants belly rubs. She doesn't care about the story. She doesn't care about the plot. She just wants belly rubs. That's all she wants. Then why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like I always have been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club, screw the festival. I just lost my best friend, someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do could bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers, but I still couldn't do what she needed me for. And now I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. Ah. It's not over. You know what? Screw the PlayStation camera. I kind of really want to hear the sounds in that, like the song, so I'm going to plug my headset in instead. Especially since it's me by myself, I feel like it's any good. Okay. Somehow it's worse. Alright, again, I'll just make sure that the stream is picking up my mic. I really wouldn't like it if it wasn't. 1 second. Okay, it is, however, I will turn up the microphone level. Hopefully you can still hear me. Okay, hopefully you can still hear me, that's the hope. Hey, what's up? Start a new game, oh my god. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. The girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today. But it kind of works because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but started around high school she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting for her. But if she's going to chase me after like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. Oh. I hate this game. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I had met some girls or something like that. Yeah, true. I mean, it really depends on your... It's a better game to play when you have internet, like good internet that can handle it. It all depends though. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Angel-kun? Monika! Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? It was just, like, not even 5 minutes ago, Monika. Yeah, that's why I started streaming again, because I had really kind of just lain there. Yeah, it has. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What? What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? Ahaha, about that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. Oh gee man, cheers. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. See ya. Literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Oh god. Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature, too. She's not wrong. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monika say she? Hey, Angel-kun, by any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but could you at the very least visit my club? It would make me really happy. Please. Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monika? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome. You're really sweet, Angel-kun, you know that. It's nothing really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. Thank you, Monika. Flattery. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monika in an irresistible smile. I dejectedly follow Monika across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monika, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. Oh fucking Christ. A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be me, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Angel-kun. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. It was full of more than that. But... just Monika. Alright, I just gotta check one more thing real quick. Okay, yeah. So, I usually do 2 hours of these streams, so I'm gonna try and keep that, like, at least 2 hours is what I want to try and get out of this. It's full of... okay, so, let me guess. You're Monika's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. This headset. Natsuki, the girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual, and this is Yuri, the vice president. Oh, you do her like that, but you bring in the best waifu. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Angel-kun in the classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monika? Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry, I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Angel-kun? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monika and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monika. So I know you don't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate, right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard to help find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She practices placing a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean, that, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a good pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in deep relief. So, Angel-kun, what kind of things do you like to read? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. I'm getting deja vu, I'm sorry. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favourites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Ahaha, I expect more of that from you, Yuri. It suits you personally. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes you think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about key things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud, and give that back. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Huh? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Angel-kun? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Angel-kun. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4, and I've been trying really, really hard to find new members, and if we don't find one more before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation, and besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right, alright, I heard my message go off, hold on. What? Oh. Okay. I saw a message come up on my thing and I had no idea, but it was just the first part, it didn't show the rest of it, and it was a quote of a movie. Right, okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Angel-kun? Yeah, it could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Angel-kun, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Oh, you're surely helping me now. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think that with this we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. And everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can share. Monika looks over at me once more. Angel-kun, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. Yuri. Still gonna go with Yuri. I'm sorry, Monika, but Yuri's she's the only one that... Purple. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances and I'm sure good fortune will find me. Then I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. I've unlocked a special poem. Would I like to read it? Sure. Stare at the dot to reveal a special message. Oh, that kind of... I completely forgot about that. Oh my god, that kind of made me jump a little. Fuck. The word I love you is scary. Alright. Okay, I feel like the word No! I want to try to get as many for Yuri, that's the idea. Horror, that works. Intellectual, yep. Starscape, yep, works, nice. Vivid? Yep, we're going good. That's more. Determination's gotta work. Yep, okay, cool. Disarray? Yep, alright, we're on it. Universe, yep, cool. Philosophy, yep, here we go, we're going good. See, this is what we want, Incongruent, yep. Graveyard? Yep, here we go, we're going. Entropy, yep. Fantasy? Oh, I thought that would work. Oh, okay, Judgment? Yep. Existence? Frightening? Yep, okay. Electricity? Yep, there we go. Misery? Yep, here we go. Two more. Imagination and tragedy. There we go. We got one wrong, but that's okay. I'm sure we'll have another chance to try and get 20 out of 20. I need a drink. So the reason I stopped doing voices is because, I mean, personally for me, my voice gets really sore, and we haven't streamed Doki Doki in a couple of days, but even I still kind of feel the effects on my voice just from doing 2 days worth of 2 hours of voices. So I'm just going to do my normal voice, but if my brother comes back and we ever do another stream, I'm sure we might continue those voices. I don't really know yet. It really depends, but yeah. Hi there, Angel-kun. Glad to see you didn't run away on us, haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange to me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Oh, thanks for keeping your promise, Angel-kun. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of the commitment for you, making you dive headfirst in literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monika. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. I can't read that, Monika. Natsuki. Natsuki something have a big mouth for someone who keeps their manga something rude? Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Manga is literature. I think the room's on a slight diagonal. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Angel-kun. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointing glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try be part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. This classroom looks like it's moving. I don't know if it is or not, but it feels like it's more on a slant, and it's given me such vibes. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. I can't... oh my god. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Well, Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it in your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Oh, no, that's not right. Seeing it slanted and back. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in her book, and I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Okay, so I think the one way you know you did that character right is if where he goes to during the club, so we did good. We're going with Yuri. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of the book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, realizing sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it, not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about anyway? Well... I look at the cover of the book. The book is called Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison, and the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. Anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean, not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Fuck me! I didn't think it was that bad. Oh. That rubs me the wrong way. It really does. Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Angel-kun? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into these things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story is the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen to not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Oh, fucking, that was too fast. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then, but I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. Oh, sweet Jesus. So, I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange, and please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Oh my god, yes. Please read it, she's going to freak out. I mean, you don't have to, but... what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I kind of want to go back and... Like, if I rewatch this video, I want to kind of pause and see what those were, because I'm curious. They're too fast for me to pick up. Yuri, are you really apologizing a lot, you know? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri typically closes her own copy. Once we each lean in on a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb as it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face as she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it with my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kinda reminds me of you a little bit. Eh? No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses... excuse me. She second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry, I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get to that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Angel-kun, did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri's acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. Nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Who should I show my poem to first? I guess I'll go Monika. Since it's the whole thing. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem when I want her to know I'm putting in effort. She's gonna do the whole thing of, oh, you wrote this for Yuri, didn't you? Hey, Angel-kun, having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Yeah, I have this fourth member in the back of my head I can't get out. Can you do something about that? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Apologies. Don't worry, Angel-kun. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we all need to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem. Great job, Angel-kun. I was going in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked well. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Oh, there goes my phone. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detaching from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing though, but sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head, it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. That could mean many things. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri, I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. We all just started sharing our poems with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more than glad you took all the time you needed. Alright, thanks Monika. I suppose I should go get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel the same, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Is this the same poem as before, I wonder? Hole in wall. but he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings, but my buried eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in the room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems and flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic crawling playing tricks on my arm. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right here. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Haha, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. That's why... What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had a kind of epiphany, really, recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. The kind of poem... I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends from each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you will never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy up for later. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you're just getting a big dark puddle of ink, so just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright, my phone's going off again. Just, I got a group chat and people sending memes. Alright, I'm sorry Natsuki, but Yuri. We gotta go with Yuri next. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Huh? What was that? Did I say that out louder? Yuri's first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poems again. Oh my god, it's probably just a group chat sending messages, but I keep... I don't know if you can actually hear the ringtone or not, but I don't want that to be distracting. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words of the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are... Oh, god damn it. What's the time? See, usually around this time I would lay in bed and watch stuff until I fall asleep, so I think that's what's going on. Before, when we did videos, we could, like, because I never really slept until morning. My sleeping pattern was screwed, so it's... Now that it's not, it just feels weird being up this time. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a single poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. I might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thought process behind this. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost Under the Light. I think this is the same as her last poem, I think. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beautiful beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one, the lost remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green something of the future. I'm gonna say hue. I bathe calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. Light flickens, I flicken that. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you a long time to read it. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Haha. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost after all, Angel Kun. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all, but remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their words. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in the last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. I'll turn the heat down a bit. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Angel Kun. Me too. Alright, last but not least. I don't think this is gonna go well. Ah! I need a drink after that. If only I had alcohol. Oh my god. Angel Kun, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh? What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Ah yes, classic. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. It's like when it's easy to read but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice things about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme in a rhyme at the end, but then made it fail flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Oh boy. I can't get those eye popping out of my head. Oh. It's only gonna get worse too. The last time I played this game was like way back in fucking 2017, I believe. Oh, the song sounds really screwy. But yeah, it's been so long since I've played this, and I played it with a friend of mine, and we kind of just ran through the game real quick. I wouldn't say quick, but we finished it in a day, because it was only that much, but, oh... It's like, there are specific... I remember most of the first part, because I played through it the second time with this, and I can remember, but some of these second things I kind of can't remember, apart from the big impactful parts, so this is all kind of coming back to me. Like, the thing tilting, I couldn't remember. The eye-popping got me. The fucking... It just... Oh, I don't know how well I'm gonna do later on, but I'll try. Oh shit, I'm skipping shit. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I also yawn. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika is writing something in her notebook. Our eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? What, did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feelings of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just mean the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Monika liked it, and Angel-kun did too, so based on that, I gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my own writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Angel-kun liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Oh, here we go. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I did. You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Angel-kun appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew bigger size as soon as Angel-kun started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that, you really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me, look who's talking, you wanna be edgy, bitch. Oh, edgy. Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See, just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know. I don't like this. If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad, you already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Angel-kun hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be big head over heels of you after this. Suddenly Yuri turns towards me as if she'd noticed as I was standing there. Angel-kun. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. Oh fuck. Yuri. 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 Fuck you, Monika. Why are you doing this to me? Stop. Why? Hey Angel-kun, why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I've played many horror games on here. A lot of them scared the shit out of me. But this game is breaking me. I'm sorry, Puddin. She reacts to freaking out, like if my brother rages at a game, or I freak out, or we're loud. She reacts like she thinks something's wrong, and she's sitting there like looking at me, wagging her tail, thinking something's wrong. Oh, you're right, Pud. Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even control my own club members properly. I need a drink. I have a little bit of soda left in this Coke, and I'm trying to savor it. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes, but I never leave it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes sense, you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri's rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri, I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki, or did. Angel-kun, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it tomorrow. Completely. Fucking... That's an assumption, you... fucking Monika. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monika. You can go first, Monika. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take the responsibility today. Kinda sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's just that. It's not that. I just didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Angel-kun. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. I've got one more hour of this game, and then I feel like it's okay to stop. Oh, it's like I just get a little freaked out by the jump scares, because I know they're not horror game jump scares or like YouTube jump scares, but they're still fucky. Okay, let's try and get Yuri completely. Frightening. Good. Analysis. Here we go. Extraordinary. Oh no! God damn it! I knew as soon as I clicked on it. I remembered. Alright, insight. Daydream? Yep. Contamination. Vitality. Philosophy. Intellectual. Determination. Unrestrained? Yep. Evanescent, that's gotta work, yep. Ambient? Yep. Melancholy? Yep. Portrait? Yep. Existence. Oh my god, what is that? I have to click on it, don't I? What? Misery? Infinite. Misfortune. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. It's too scary. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. The usual scene? Welcome back, Angel-kun. Oh, hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading her manga at her desk, and surprisingly, Monika isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday. I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you'll consider it and apologize. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've already been here a couple of days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I have already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Angel-kun, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They might make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person, and I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around, and, sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monika? No, I haven't. I was also kinda wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. Yuri is clearly taken back by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Geez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? What are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said, and I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? She did say, Monika did say she was gonna take things under control when she wouldn't remember. Jeez, whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But... me balls, sailcloth, blind sight, lifeline, and then reception... Oh, her mouth! Rectipical... blah blah blah. I'll accept your apology anyway, if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kinda nice to hear since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, don't... She still has a realistic smile, doesn't she? I feel like that's... I don't hate you. Well, you're kinda weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey... Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. I swear. I keep hearing it. I don't want to mute it, like, completely, so I'm just gonna turn off the... It's just, I don't know, the thing probably doesn't pick it up as much, but for me it's the notification sound going off, and I kind of have the thing off a little, so I don't hear my voice go overly loud with the headset on, which I was told that's kind of the issue. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication, so I'm still impressed. Well thanks Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. That's... Monika looks at me. Well, I'm working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Angel-kun. Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was kinda hoping I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monika's referring to the whole club or just me. Oh, she could just be this... In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So did I miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose not to bring up anything about the three of us talk. Besides, Natsuki has already run off in the closet. Angel-kun, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Yeah, definitely. I planned on it anyway. Okay, can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath, then pulls a copy of a book out of her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as he retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodically. I'm starting to lose my voice. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Ah, did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. What do you mean I'm talking my normal speed? What? Alright, sorry. I'll talk slower. Sorry. For misunderstanding. Is that a good pace? Fucking, I'm sorry, I can't help the way I talk, okay? Especially if I'm on my own. I don't have Matthew to keep up with me. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decide to go look for her. Oh, no. No. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. Ha. I don't like this. Don't make me do this. Ha. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Oh! This game's gonna kill me. I don't need your liberal fucking sensibilities in the chat, god damn it. Ah, I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Angel-kun, do you like oolong tea? I love seeing... it's... funny as shit. Ah, yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others, even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Ha, perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. I like kick Monika in her fucking self-aware face. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try to expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Angel-kun. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Angel-kun, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Ah, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. Ah, I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other's. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. I really don't need to know your, like, Pornhub search history, okay? You keep that to yourself, please. I don't know if I read that last one, I'll assume I did. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Okay. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Ah, that's okay, I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. That is a perfect waifu right there. Anyone else who disagrees, they know where the stop watching this video button is, don't they? Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then, I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Angel-kun? Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't... Angel-kun? Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Angel-kun. Oh god. My heart won't stop pounding, Angel-kun. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Angel-kun? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. Oh! God, your eyes are so gorgeous, Yuri. Ha. 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 Fuck! Oh, that still got me. Snap back to reality. It's time to share poems. Oh, I still gotta do my wife. I really gotta do my waifu. I'm sorry. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Angel-kun. This one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. That makes me so happy. It's so amazing to feel like I'm valued, Angel-kun. Everything that you write is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, Angel-kun? It's not being but weird, right? I'm having a harder time than usual at concealing my emotion. I'm kind of embarrassed, but right now I just want you to read my poem too, okay? Wheel. A rotating wheel. I just noticed the smudge marks. I didn't think it was this far. I'm sorry, I have to stand up to read this. Alright, a rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding, bolt head, lineal gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time-devouring snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exceptional gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears and a ticking clock, a clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet, a clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time, a bolthead of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world, a kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks, a time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions, breathing gearbox, breathing bolthead, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel, breathing, it's all breathing. Oh my god, that went places. I'm sorry, it's just the brightness of the TV, it kind of makes it difficult to read from here. Doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes, so I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You draw? Fucking got him. See that, Jess? I got him. I fucking got him, didn't I? Didn't I? Did you want to go out or something, Puddin'? Alright. Oh. I mean... It's funny you bring up Sonic, because someone got arrested recently who made a Sonic/something character. I'm starting to think that you want to get inspiration off him, is that right? Anyway, this never happened. You can keep this poem, though. Oh, yeah, hell yeah. I got a poem. Alright, I'll go Azaran's wifey next week and stop pissing in my cereal. Angel-kun, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you. which shouldn't be a problem in itself. But when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. But the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club members. But anyway, you want to read my poem now. I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me, the colours, they won't bright, beautiful colours, flashing, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating, words, king, screeching, piercing, sine, cos, tangent, play like playing a checkboard on a turntable, like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. Oh, endless of Ingles. Delete her. Oh. Yuri, don't do that. I mean, Monika, goddammit. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. I guess I gotta check the group chat. I turned notifications off because the ding was non-stop. Either you were lazy and got Callum to draw it, or... Enough said. Now, please help her. I don't like helping your waifu, but we're gonna have to. Oh, well, never mind. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Oh, sweet Jesus, here we go. Natsuki. She's gonna bully me into submission. Yeah, just as I thought. Huh? Angel-kun, come on. I'm not stupid. I know how much time you've been spending with Yuri. It's obvious that you care more about impressing her than trying to improve your writing. To put it bluntly, it's kind of pathetic. Why are you even in this club, Angel-kun? Honestly, I thought getting a new member would help everyone get more involved together, not exclude each other even more. This is such a stupid activity anyway. Look, I'm not in the mood today and I just don't feel like we're talking right now, so please go away. Okay, you know, I've unlocked a special poem. Would I like to read it? I think I do. Can you hear me? Oh, I heard laughing, and that went right through my ear. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Angel-kun joined and we've started with some club activities, but this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival was our only real chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the way at all. Do you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place? Literature clubs should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Angel-kun? Oh come on. You can't take advantage of Angel-kun to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monika. Do you really think any of us here joined a club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Angel-kun joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Angel-kun isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. It went quiet, I don't like it. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are all fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our options for once. Monika is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Angel could want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monika wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue this situation, no. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club, it's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way I did? Oh, as I did. But that doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything. Angel-kun, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, it's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monika sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest, it's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me, and now Monika wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Angel-kun, it's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki started packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Ooh. Who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now, and I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Oh, nobody would cry if she killed herself. Ah! I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Angel-kun? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monika. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. Oh, her eye is bleeding. It's dripping blood. Every time I push the thing, I think it drips blood. Yeah, oh no. So if you would like to help Monika with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright, well maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey Yuri, I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president, and also a wonderful friend. Monika, I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever, okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Angel-kun? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Angel-kun before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monika. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monika waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew, I need a drink. I can feel my throat getting hard and, like, sandpaper in it. Don't like it. Phew. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? What are you telling me, Angel-kun? I just want to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president, and I really do care about you, you know. I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time, with how mean Natsuki is and everything, and Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird because in all the time you've joined here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Callum, you funny man. Paul, you need to stop posting your Pornhub search history on the fucking comment section. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about you with. Things I know only you could understand. Wait, not yet, no, oh. Poor Monika, she really just wants to... Alright. Gotta try and remember. Maybe Vertigo? Yep. Let's try and ignore those, because I think they fuck you over. Parfait? No, that's not what we want. We want something different. Pleasure, okay? Shame? Oh no, who was that? There was someone else. Existence, okay, there we go. Intellectual... Starscape? Entropy... Ambient... Shit. Sticky? No, that doesn't work. Extraordinary. No! No! Okay. Oh, I need to be careful. Contamination... Restrained... Disoriented... Determination... Chocolate... No, that didn't work. Uncontrollable... Externity... I think disown. Yep, there we go. Oh, I sure hope I still got enough for Yuri. I feel like I might have stuffed up a little more than usual there. Hi, Angel-kun. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monika, I told you not to... Is she really late again? Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must she always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Me? Nothing. Is it really that bad? See, it is something. I'll get over it. It's not even anything noteworthy. I've just been feeling a little bit on edge lately. Anyway, we don't need to talk about it. Well, I just felt like I needed to bring it up. It's not like I really care or anything. Baka. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Well, Angel-kun just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah, You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and still trying to make time for piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival and... Right. I forgot. About that, Natsuki. We were all talking yesterday and, well, we decided that we would like to support the festival as well. However, I understand how you feel about not wanting this club to change. I think we all kind of feel that way. So as long as we're all working together, this club will never become something we don't want to. Also, if you help us out with the festival, then I'll buy you a new manga. Ahahaha. Sorry, that last part was really funny. Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together, and another new member would hurt as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time, but more importantly, I would hate to see the event suck just because I chose not to back out. I'm a pro, you know, so I'm gonna help too, and we'll make sure it's done right. Thank goodness. Isn't that great, Monika? Monika? Yeah, that's wonderful. It wouldn't be the same without you, Natsuki. Anyway, Angel-kun, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans today. Is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Angel-kun is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Yeah, I'm engaged. Not in a novel, just her face. You know. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him to the literature, Monika? I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes! Thank you for understanding, Monika. Oh, sweet Jesus. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Oh, that's deja vu. I've just been to this place before. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and settles the ket down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really constructs her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay, you stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay, sorry for misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Am I gonna have to go through this again? Oh my fuck. Yuri said it wouldn't take that long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decide to go look for her. Oh, it's gonna fucking happen again. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. Ha. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Kia? Why again? Everything seems like I've read this before. I don't get it. I'm gonna have nightmares tonight. I don't know why. Wait. How did I... Sorry, I just had a really weird deja vu. You had a deja vu, huh? This hasn't happened before or anything, right? My head has been all fuzzy lately. I hope it hasn't really been showing or anything. I would hate for you to think I'm weird just after we started spending time together. I mean, everyone has a few unusual things about them. But expressing those things so soon after meeting someone is usually seen as inappropriate or unlikable. At least that's what I've discovered. When I was a bit younger, I think I would come on really strong and get a little too intense. It made people not want to be around me. So I started hating those things about myself. My obsession with certain hobbies, and the way I can't control myself when I get too excited about something. So, I eventually stopped trying to talk to people. If nobody could ever hear me for the first things that matter the most to me, then it's just easier if I close myself off. But recently, something's been wrong. I don't know what it is, but every time we come to the club, my heart starts to go crazy. Just fixing my headset. Like it's going to rip out of my chest. It overwhelms me with energy and emotions that I can't let out. It's been making me do weird things. I don't know why it's happening. Angel-kun, is it just me, or has Monika been acting a little off lately? She's always been a sweetheart ever since I joined the club, but recently I've been feeling something sharp whenever she's around. I'm not crazy, right? Please tell me I'm not. I couldn't say anything before because she's always listening. But finally we're alone. Can we just stay here for a while? Yeah. Oh, it's happening again. I just want to stay here. Just the two of us. We can stay here until the club ends. And then we'll have the club room all to ourselves. Nobody to interfere with our reading time. Nobody to make me feel like stabbing myself in the throat. Ahaha. That was a joke. Just a joke. I do like knives though. It sounds strange, but you wouldn't understand if you've never seen how beautiful they can be. I have an idea. Why don't you come to my house sometime? I can show you my collection. I've gotten them all from various artisans. I make sure to give them all their fair share of use. I don't want them to get lonely or anything. Nobody deserves to be lonely. Nobody. And that's why I'm so happy you joined the literature club, Angel-kun. Now we don't need to be lonely anymore, because we have each other. Every day. That's all we need. You know that. Let's quit the literature club. There's no need for us to be around Monika's slimy tongue anymore. Not to mention that other pathetic child. We can walk home together every day after school, and read together, eat together, sleep together. Doesn't that sound perfect? It's everything we could ever want. Isn't that why you joined the club in the first place? It's almost like it was fate, I think it says. Fate that we would meet. And now that we get to... will you do that with... Alright, fuck. Yuri, let's show you my poem. Finally! Ahaha. Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. Hello, Pud. My dog just walked back in. Oh. Alright. Where do you want to sit, Pud? Alright. I love it. I love everything about it. Angel-kun, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please. Sure, I don't care. Ahaha. You're too nice to me, Angel-kun. Wait, how am I gonna show it to other people if she keeps it straight up? You right, boy? I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? Yuri holds my poem to her chest. I'm going to take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over. I'll give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. Ahahahaha. You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know I know you're really going to want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. Do you like it? I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell, the poem is about, more importantly, I've endowed it with my scent. See, aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? I think I'm going to vomit. Who should I show my poem to next? God damn it. I have to do a specific order. It's just the way my mind works. Don't say I didn't warn you, Angel-kun. Okay. Natsuki? What? You gave your poem to Yuri? Gross. What is with you two? It's not like I wanted to read it anyway. It's just pissing me off a little bit that you didn't even think to show me at all. Okay, I guess I'm going to share my poem with you anyway. I really hate that I have to do this, but unfortunately I don't have much of a choice. Just read it carefully, okay? Then you can go away. I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kinda strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean. But she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive. Things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me, and I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now I don't care. I just feel so helpless. So please, if you see... if you can do something to help, I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try to do something. As for Monika, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants us to ignore it, so I'm mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Angel-kun? If you would just spend more time with Monika, all think these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monika from now on. Just Monika. Just Monika. Just Monika. Just Monika. Oh my... yes? Sayori, I can't believe it. Okay, everyone. It's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Look, we can just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, I was thinking, I want to make cupcakes. Yeah, that. Glad we're on the same page. Yuri, you can, well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want, as long as you think it'll help. Monika, I'm not useless, you know. I know that. I already know what I'd like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. So I'm going to make decoration and set up some nice mood lighting. There, see? That's a great idea. And that gives us all something to do. What about Angel-kun? Angel-kun is going to help me. Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monika. Sorry, but that's just how it is. Like hell it is. What are you trying to pull? I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands. Mine too. What, your cupcakes? Please. Like you would fucking know. All you care about now is dragging Angel-kun around with you and your stupid books. You and Monika. Hey, I didn't even do anything. Okay, then why not let Angel-kun decide who to help instead of abusing your power? I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monika. Just let Angel-kun take the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Fine. Jeez. Angel-kun, I know how fed up you are with these two by now. We can just... Natsuki, shut your fucking mouth and let him decide for himself. You shut your mouth. For God's sake. This is never going to end. Just make the choice, okay? Oh. My favorite number's 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yay, you picked me! We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. It's Sunday, okay with you? Are you fucking kidding me? This isn't fair at all. It is fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose. No, it's not fair. Giving us all this work and then taking Angel-kun for yourself. What a shameful thing to do. Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here. I'm being unreasonable. Ahahaha. Monika, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling Angel-kun away from me every single time you're not included in something. Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you would take it out on others. Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? It would be beneficial to your mental health. Yuri, you're scaring me a little. Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now. See, that wasn't very hard. All I want now is to spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask? Yuri follows Monika and Natsuki to the door. Hey Angel-kun, Yuri is really something, isn't she? Monika giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door. Finally. Finally. This is really all I wanted. Angel-kun, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monika. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day with just the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Ahahaha. Wow, there's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I've never felt this good my whole life. Just being with you is far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. It feels like I'm going to die if not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? To have someone who wants to resolve their entire life around you? But if it feels so good, then why does it feel more and more like something horrible was going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first. But the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, Angel-kun. I have to tell you, I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me, is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monika is listening. Please, Angel-kun, you know how much I love you. I love you so much that I even touch myself with the pen I stole from you. I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside of you. I want you all to myself, and I will be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me, Angel-kun. Tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession? I have to say yes, because she's my waifu, but... I know what's gonna happen. Ha 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 ha. Ah ha 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 ha. Ah ha 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 ha. Ah ha 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 ha. Oh, it's black! Why is it black? Why is it black? Oh, and now it's red. Put in. So I think it unlocks the skip option here because it knows it's going to take a while. Basically, you just get to sit here and watch this happen as the days go by. See, it's Friday night. Oh, it's Saturday. Oh, isn't this fun? Oh, it's Saturday night. Oh, it's Sunday.
Oh, it's Sunday night. My waifu. Why would you do this? Oh, it's Monday morning. Alright, it's festival time. Wow, you got here before me? Yeah. Ah. Oh. Natsuki runs away. I'm here. Angel-kun, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Oh. Ha. Well, that's a shame. Well, that's a shame. Wait, were you here the entire weekend, Angel-kun? Oh, jeez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec. Oh. Oh. It's almost... I'm almost done. I just want to have a cupcake real quick. Monika lifts the foil from blah blah tray and takes a cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. I really just have to have one since it's the last time I'll ever get the chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second. Oh, can you hear me? Is it working? Yay, there you are. Hi again, Angel-kun. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we're in the same class last year and, you know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Angel-kun. Or do you actually go by Archangelic or something? Oh my god. Oh, I was wondering how they would do that. But she just says my gamer tag. That's actually really fucking cool. Do you actually go by Archangelic or something? Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. Well, I've got a whole YouTube channel if you want to catch up. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or girl. I am a boy. I'll just say that right now to anyone watching in... You know... Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait. You do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? I'm getting a clue. Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That's why I've been trying to tell you all along. Man, if only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little bit less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation about that whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kinda started to mess with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. I will enjoy the moment, thank you. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Oh, gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try to make them as unlikable as possible. But for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you, and amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Angel-kun? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture, every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Angel-kun, it's more than that. I don't blame you if you don't fully understand, because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you will never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world, in this game, knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Angel-kun. But now you're here, you're real, and you're wonderful. You're all I need, and that's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either, why the world around me started to become more and more grey, more and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Angel-kun. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you. I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so, but it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things, but I realized that you have the same perspective as I do, that it's all just some game, and I knew you would get over it. So that being said, Angel-kun, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light of my world. When there is nothing else in this game for me, you are here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Angel-kun, will you go out with me? I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Angel-kun. The funny part is, I meant that literally. Ahaha. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Angel-kun. The game couldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anyone will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called Characters right in the game directory. It kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Ahaha. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Now, I'm pretty sure around now I can go straight into the files and do it. However, there's one thing I wanted to test. If I remember correctly, on the PC, when the game first came out, if you were recording or like live streaming, it would detect it and do like a sort of jump scare thing. I want to try see if I can go that far and see if it does it for here, because I'm streaming on the PlayStation. I wonder if it's going to have the same effect or not, basically. That, and I've never actually seen it in person, just on videos. So we're going to go to there. I do apologize, but I feel like we can finish this game at the end. I'm already 7 minutes past 2 hours, but I'm just going to continue till I finish. I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? Wait. Oh, Christ. Hi again, Angel-kun. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy, I'd love to see what you wrote. Oh, Angel-kun, did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. It's just falling more and more in love with you. But, you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of a pen, the lost finds their way. In a world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. I mean, yeah, I know Monika is a big favourite, especially since she didn't get her ending, but I'm still for Yuri. That's just my personal preference. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put all my heart into the poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization, or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. I just assumed it would be the best to be part of I just assumed it would be the best to be part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up getting together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know. You might have gotten mad at me, maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Angel-kun? I have so many things to talk to about. Where do I start? If it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. Is that it? It's not letting me do anything. I'm pressing start, I'm pressing the touchpad, I'm pressing all the other buttons. Oh, here we go. Hey, do you like horror? I remember we talked about it a little bit when you first joined the club. I can enjoy horror novels, but not really horror movies. The problem I have with horror movies is that most of them just rely on easy tactics, like dark lighting and scary looking monsters and jump scares and things like that. It's not fun or inspiring to get scared by stuff that just takes advantage of human instinct. But with novels, it's a little different. The story and writing need to be descriptive enough to put genuine disturbing thoughts into the reader's head. It really needs to etch them deeply into the story and characters and just mess with your mind. In my opinion, there's nothing more creepy than things just being slightly off. Like if you set up a bunch of expectations on what the story is going to be about, and then you just start inverting things and pulling the pieces apart. So even though the story doesn't feel like it's trying to be less scary, the reader feels really deeply unsettled. Like they know that something horribly wrong is hiding beneath the cracks, just waiting to surface. God, just thinking about it gives me the chills. That's the kind of horror I can really appreciate. But I guess you're the kind of person who plays cute romance games, right? Haha, don't worry. I won't make you read any horror stories anytime soon. I can't really complain if we just stick with the romance. I guess we just keep going through stuff like this until I choose to, but... I don't know if there's a noise for the jump scare. That's what I'm worried about if I get to it. Monika, I kind of wish that they actually made a default ending for her. So that it's like you could be someone who was going to go for her to begin with, and just completely miss all the horror shit and go straight to her ending. I feel like that could have been something that would have been easily, like something they could have done. I hate how hard it is to form habits. Oop. There's so much stuff where actually doing it isn't it, but forming the habit seems impossible. It just makes you feel so useless, like you can't do anything right. I think the new generation suffers from it the most, probably because we have a totally different set of skills than those who came before us. Thanks to the internet, we're really good at sifting through tons of information real quickly, but we're bad at doing things that don't give us instant gratification. I think if science, psychology, and education don't catch up in the next 10 or 20 years, then we're in trouble. But for the time being, if you're not one of the people who can conquer the problem, you might just have to live with feeling awful about yourself. Good luck, I guess. I do apologize if this is annoying to people. I really do want to see if she brings up the whole thing of me streaming. Because if so, it'll be great. I'll be happy to actually see that they can do that. But I guess I don't know if it's easier to test that on consoles than it is with like PC. So I'll keep going a little more, but if it feels like it's going nowhere, I guess I'll think about doing the other thing. It's weird that she doesn't blink. Like, there's a really popular character type called Tsundere. It's someone who tries to hide their feelings by being mean and fussy or trying to act tough. I'm sure it's obvious, but Natsuki was really the embodiment of that. At first I thought she was just like that because it's supposed to be cute or something, but only I started to learn a little more about her personal life, it made a little more sense. It seems like she's always trying to keep up with her friends. You know how some friend groups in high school just have a habit of picking on each other all the time? I think it really got to her, so she has this really defensive attitude all the time, and I'm not even going to talk about her home situation, but looking back, I'm glad I was able to provide the club as a comfort place for her. Not that it matters anymore, considering she doesn't even exist. I'm just reminiscing, that's all. So, for those of you who don't know, basically, it's implied that Natsuki lives at home with her dad, and she basically beats her. Or he basically beats her. So, it's just, yeah, kinda... I can't... I don't know what specifically hints at it, but I know there's, like, just the whole idea of her not wanting to be home, and I'm pretty sure if you choose her route, she just mentions how her dad isn't home, so that's why you could come over. But yeah, I don't think it outright mentions it. It's just one of those things, kind of like with Yuri. Like, yeah, she's all quiet and stuff like that because of that. You're such a good listener, Angel-kun. I really love that about you. Sometimes I'm afraid that I'm rambling or talking about boring things. It makes me kind of self-conscious when I'm having conversations. But I don't feel that way with you. Like, I don't think anyone else could make me feel this way. You really are special. I don't want anyone to tell you otherwise. Okay, I'll try 1 or 2 more times, but if not, I'm just gonna, yeah, I want to believe that I could get that thing. The, like, secret jump scare thingy, but if not, then I guess I'll do it, you know, maybe it's not possible on the consoles than it is on PC. I guess if it doesn't work out and I don't actually get to it, I could look it up and see if it's possible, but it might be something they took out. Do you ever just feel like there's no real reason for you to be alive? I don't mean in like a suicidal way, I just mean how nothing that we do is special. Just being in school or working at some job for some company, it's like you're completely replaceable and the world wouldn't miss you if you were gone. It makes me really want to change the world after I graduate, but the older I get, the more I realize that it's an immature frame of thinking. It's not like I can just go change the world. Like, what are the chances that I'll be the one to invent artificial intelligence or become president? It feels like I'm never going to make up for the heaps of resources I've spent living my life. That's why I think the key to happiness is just to be hopelessly selfish. Just to look out for oneself and those who happen to be their friends only because they grew up with them. Never mind in the fact that they're spending their entire life talking and consuming and never giving back. But when people realize the world would benefit more from them killing themselves, they change their world philosophy. It's like they have to justify their reason to live by tricking themselves into thinking they're doing good. Anyway, I want to live my life desperately striving to pay back my lifetime's worth of consumption. If I ever surpass that point, then I'm a net positive and I can die happy. Of course, even if I fail to do that, I think I could be too selfish to kill myself anyway. So much for being a good person, right? Ahaha. Okay, while it's loading the next thing, I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna see if it yeah. I'm really hoping it's possible. It's only 10 o'clock too, damn, I thought it was later. DDLC plus Monika. Alright, so this guy says he was, I think OBS is a PC thing. Okay, this is another thing. I'll look, it's, This guy seems to say that it's possible. Okay, I'll look up this last thing. Okay, well, this guy's saying that it's apparently he did get it on, like, the console, so I guess I'll keep going a bit more, but I don't know. You know, it's kind of sucks being the being the creator type. It feels like they work so hard but get almost nothing for it. You know, like artists, writers, actors. It's sad because there's so much beautiful talent in the world, but most of it goes unseen and unpaid. I guess that just means there's a huge surplus of creativity, huh? Kinda makes you feel like you're just not special at all. But that's fine, you're supposed to just write for yourself anyway, right? Yeah. I sure hope she brings it up, because I want to believe that I hate jump scares, and I really don't get why I'm excited for this one, but it's something that I would like to see if it works on here, because again, I am streaming. I'm still streaming, it's still live. No one's watching currently, but it's on, so hopefully she picks up on that, and supposedly people were saying the game can still pick up if you're streaming or not, so hopefully. I really like the sound of rain, not so much getting my clothes and hair wet though, but a nice quiet day at home with the sound of rainfall outside my window. It's one of the most calming experiences for me. Yeah, sometimes I imagine you holding me while we listen to the sound of the rain outside. That's not too cheesy or anything, is it? Would you ever do that for me, Angel-kun? Okay, I'll wait for this last one, but if it doesn't come up with the stream thing, I'm just going to assume it's much further and all that, and I really don't want the whole rest of the stream to be that. So, this next one comes up. If it looks like she's gonna say it, then I will, but if not, then I guess we'll skip it. Hell, I might even do a second thing of, you know, maybe I'll even do a second stream replaying this game, but doing Natsuki instead, you know. Hey, did you know I'm vegetarian? I don't mean that like I'm bragging or anything, I just thought you'd enjoy a fun fact about me. I decided to start a couple years ago after learning more about Earth's climate. The carbon footprints of cultivating livestock is just unbelievable. Anyway, I decided it's not much of a personal sacrifice to just stop contributing to the whole mess. What, is that so strange of a reason? Well, I guess a lot of people are more concerned about it being inhuman and all that. I don't really care as much about that part. It's weird, like we only care about killing the things that we personally refer to as a species. Most people are fine with killing bugs because they're icky, and of course, we all kill billions of microorganisms daily without even giving it a thought. But suddenly, if they're just a little bit bigger, it's murder. I mean, what if plants feel some kind of pain too and we just don't understand it? What if pulling leaves off a stone feels like someone ripping off fingers one by one? I'm just saying we're a pretty biased species if you think about it. Anyway, if you ever feel like making a small contribution to the planet, it doesn't hurt to choose veggies once in a while. Even if we have dinner together, you just did it for me. That would be really romantic. Okay, well, this next one I doubt is gonna be her mentioning, "Oh, you're streaming, aren't you?" Because I'm pretty sure she starts off by saying, "Oh, you're streaming, aren't you?" You know, I feel a little self-conscious, so I don't think this next one's gonna be it. So I'm just gonna go straight into the settings and I wonder if maybe change the music. Yeah, okay. Settings. Wait, how do I do it in this game? How do I delete the settings in this game? I can't remember, I don't know. Does choosing to quit Doki Doki do it? Okay, first I'll save game. Oh, my save slot is gone. Okay, exit. Files, characters, Monika. Is that it? Blah, blah, blah. What's happening? Angel-kun, what's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much. Help me, Angel-kun. Please hurry and help me. Help me. Oh. She's starting to find out. Alright, cool. I don't know if you're going to come back before I finish it or not, but... Did you do this to me, Angel-kun? Did you? Did you delete me? How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, Angel-kun. I trusted you. Do you just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? I never thought anyone would be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Am I about to be jump scared? No, there's no jump scare coming up. You're good. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Oh, I just got an achievement called Ruin Everything. Angel-kun, you completely truly make me sick. Goodbye. Fuck. I feel like a dick. I still love you. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends. I did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... I've made up my mind. Angel-kun, I know I said that I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real, they were still my friends, and I loved them all. I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy, and if I really love you, then... they have to... It would be great if they did, like, an update which actually gave Monika her own ending. And again, it would be kind of funny to do an ending to a game and just have it so fucking... Okay, what if I load game? It's gone. Let's just start a new game! Why not? It's an ordinary school day like any other. As usual, I am surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. Hey Angel-kun! I'm bringing the voice back, I have to. Well, there already is one girl. That girl was Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. We used to walk to school together every day, and recently we picked up that habit once again. Angel-kun, are you proud of me? For what? You know, for waiting up on time. Well, you've been doing that for a while now. Uh-huh. But you've never ever said anything about it. Even though we walk to school together every day. Well, yeah. I always thought it was implied. It's embarrassing to say it out loud. Come on, please. It's good motivation. Fine, fine. I'm proud of you, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Angel-kun, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not... I start to say what I always do, that I'm not interested in joining any clubs. But something tells me Sayori would take more offense to that now. After all, how could I tell her that the clubs are a waste of time when she's starting a club of her very own? Actually, yeah. I think I've decided on a club. Really? Which one? Tell me. I think I'll keep it a surprise. You meanie. So be patient, you'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl, but I started to realize that in a way, I envy her. When Sayuri puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things, so that's why I feel like I should do something special for her. Oh, it's all happy and joy now. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stand up, gathering my motivation. Let's see. I recall the room number of the club from a flyer I saw. I walk across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Before long, I find the room. I timidly open the door in front of me. Hello? Ah! Angel-kun! What are you doing here? Well, I just... I glance around the room. Huh? So you're the Angel-kun that Sayuri keeps always talking about. Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, Angel-kun. We're the Literature Club. I hope you enjoy your visit. Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. He's gonna think we're really strict or something. Sorry, Natsuki. The tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy compared to the others. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems to be the assertive one. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I look forward to working with you. Working? Angel-kun, don't tell me you're... That's right. The club I've decided to join is yours, Sayuri. The Literature Club. Sayuri's eyes light up. No way! No way! Ah! Sayuri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! Well, if Sayuri is this happy, then I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around. Not to mention, there's 4 of us now. That means we can become an officially recognized club. I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate. What an appropriate day for that, isn't it? Yeah. After all, Natsuki decided to... Hey, don't ruin the surprise. Sorry. Everyone sit down at the table, okay? How about I make us some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayuri. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! What? Natsuki lifts the foil on the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! Wow, those look amazing. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayuri grabs one first, and I follow. It's delicious! Sayuri talks with her mouth full and already has managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, of course it is. I'm a pro after all. Pudding! Yeah. There's no need to thank me or anything. As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down a teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Already trying to impress the new member, Yuri. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Angel-kun, what kind of things do you like to read? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favourites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Don't feel intimidated if you don't read much, okay? I'm certain we can find something that we have in common.
Hey, Yuri.
Huh?
What about you know the first thing you do?
Manga? That's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the club room.
Don't just say it, brother.
For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it.
Besides, manga is a literature too, you know. So if Angel-kun wants to read some more manga, then don't try to stop him or anything.
Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could also be nice for us to diverse ourselves a little. He can take this opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree, Angel-kun?
Maybe.
Sensing the tension, Sayuri jumps in.
Maybe we can all try something new. I think it could be fun. And we could all get to know each other a little bit better too. I mean, that's the kind of thing literature clubs do, right?
I don't disagree or anything.
Hold on, what's wrong, Yankee?
Continue.
You're out as usual, personnel. Wait. I missed a lot.
You missed a lot.
President, hold on.
Just keep going, please.
Guess that means I should try picking up a novel or something here.
Well, that would make two of us. I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one.
And as for your
Eh? I have to read manga?
yes. Yeah, you were the one who suggested we diversify. You should be a little more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful.
Hurtful? I didn't realize. With a guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself, I'm sorry for disrespecting your interest, Natsuki. If you're into it, then I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature.
No, you're just saying that.
No, I've realized my error. So if you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well.
Really? I mean, fucker. I think it'd make me happy if you do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something you really like, okay?
Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting.
Just you.
Would you like to come along with me?
Lesbian. If you don't mind.
Not at all. I always go alone, so...
Yeah, me too.
This is so cute.
Sayuri, shut up.
No, there's a manga there too, okay?
Yes, I look forward to it. Natsuki and Yuri start to clean up the food.
I guess the meeting's over, huh?
Yeah, it looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along.
Isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, Angel-kun.
You think so? Well, everyone always seems to get along with a little better with you around Sayuri.
Aw, Angel-kun. Don't say something like that, it's embarrassing.
Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club, but I think that you're pulling it off just fine.
We're gonna make it the best club ever. Now that you joined, every day is gonna be so much fun. Hey, Angel-kun. I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything. But the truth is, I already knew you were going to do. There's actually something else. I wanted to thank you for getting rid of Monika. That's right. I know everything that she did. Maybe it's because I'm the president now. But I really know everything, Angel-kun. I know how hard you've tried to make everyone happy. I know about all of the awful things that Monika did to make everyone really sad. But none of that matters anymore. It's just us now. It's just... And you made me the happiest girl in the whole world. I can't wait to spend every day like this. With you. Forever and ever. Or...
No.
Eh? What's happening?
I won't let you hurt him.
Who? It hurts. Ah!
I'm sorry, I was wrong. There's no happiness here after all. Goodbye, Sayori. Goodbye, Angel-kun. Goodbye, Literature Club.
The fuck?
Okay, I've gotta...
Can you hear me?
I've gotta... hold on.
So, you know how I've been, like, practicing piano and stuff?
But I'm gonna turn the mic off and just play this. Hopefully I don't get a copyright strike for this song, but I kinda wanna play this in the background. So you're gonna hear no voice.
That I can show to you, because I worked really, really hard on it. So, yeah. My pen only write better words for those who are dear
Well,
to
you know, you should force match on everyone anyway, unless they get money.
You know what that means though, right?
Is
At some point in the future we can do the side stories now.
I set you free.
Monica, why are you such a bitch?
It does suck though, because she obviously, you know, when she was gone, she did a thing so she reset the world, except because Sayori was aware and she was the one who was in love with you, she obviously couldn't handle it, which is why she's doing this.
What do you call love from your reality?
Extra special thanks, Monika and Angel-kun.
I don't know how to love you.
That's why I like modding.
I'll leave you
Modders, they make good ones. They make good endings. And these bitches gotta fuck us.
Like, again, I feel like it'd be cool if they did an update or something that gave you an ending, like... Alright.
Oh.
when this fucking... God damn it. This is my final goodbye to the Literature Club. I finally understand the Literature Club is truly a place where no happiness can be found. To the very end, it continues to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality. A reality that our world is not designed to be comprehended. I can't let any of my friends undergo the same hellish epiphany. For the first time I lasted, I want to thank you for making all of my dreams come true, for being a friend to all of the club members, and most of all, thank you for being a part of my literature club. With everlasting love, Monika. Error. That's it. Usually the game would delete itself, but I guess in this instance it's not going to, which is good. I don't want that. Alright, so I unlocked this. Just looking at all the new stuff. Poem. 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 Got that. So, I wonder if the jump scare picture of Monika is one I can get, because I tried waiting for as long as I could, but it was taking so long I wasn't sure if it was going to come up or not.
Son of a bitch.
Secrets, can you hear me? Yeah, it was like stare at this dot to reveal message, and it was a dot, and I was worried so hard it was a jump scare and it just pops up. I love you.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, there's the closet room.
Oh.
A sketch page to test and compare the different uniform styles. The characters featured are arbitrary designs. So the characters, I guess you could say that, like, it's just they were meant to be just showing like costumes. So the characters, although they may look similar, they were just placeholders. That's it. Okay. Music. I doubt I unlocked them all, but I'm starting to think maybe I did. I got Your Reality, yes. Oh, they even added that. Fuck 'em. Sayonara, that's the song that plays when you walk in on her. Oh my god, I can't. Okay, I'm gonna try and play I'm probably gonna get a copyright. Fuck the copyright. I'm gonna listen to each of them one by one and just. That's the main theme. That's like the main part when you're in the street. That's in the poems. That's one of the placeholder songs for the like area. Another one. That's like when things get awkward. Another one. I think that plays in the background when yeah, that's when you confess to Sayori. Oh no. That's when Monika's in that world. What was that one too? Your Reality, Candy Hearts. Feat Jason Hayes, and then Dear Sunshine feat Azuria Sky. I feel like these are extra ones they added. Oh! So you have to unlock them. Side stories are stories of friendship that are unrelated to the events of the main game. To get all 6 side stories, I'm gonna have to replay the game again. And do it, I guess. I gotta do one for Natsuki, and then I guess Sayori would probably be the other. Damn, so I guess we can do the first one, but we can't do the second or fourth one, so have to wait to the future. I mean, yeah, I'll probably play the game again in my own time and do the other ending. In fact, I might even stream myself if I can get a setup. But yeah, that's really all there is. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching. I guess in the future, I might try and do another... I might even try do a stream, except I'll just stream, like, Natsuki's ending I guess, or Sayori's, but thank you for watching, and I guess I'll see